if any of you are following the Chef Carmen and Rico drama that's currently going on, you, like myself, probably wondered, where is Chef Carmen? After Tay left Atlanta, we didn't see much of Chef Carmen. She didn't go live the entire weekend. And a lot of you probably were wondering, just like me, well, where is Chef Carmen? Well, she actually gets into why she didn't go live on this snippet, and you might need some tissues. Check it out.
He's able-bodied, and it's not. He's just a humble person. He's not going to speak too much, but he's able-bodied, and he's always been a hard worker.
So when you say you took care of him for all those years, did he not contribute to his own care? As far
He did.
as
He did. He worked.
Okay, that's contributing to his care, right?
I've never denied that. Yes.
Because it
Yes.
keeps coming off as if he's a charity case or something, but
No, he's not.
hard, so he worked hard.
He did, and that's why even when we were on gone, like me and Tay, be gone like 2-3 weeks at a time, come in and be gone again. He never missed a beat, because when I was there, he worked. I did not blame him or punish him for the fact that, okay, we was gone 3 weeks this month, so we ain't on. I don't know what you're gonna do. No, I chose to go. He was there, and he was always ready and available. So, it's someone that I kind of took under my wing, and he's like a brother to me. And I had vowed to him, and he had vowed to me that, ain't nothing ever gonna come between us. And this did not have to come between us. This is what I want to explain. I think what you're asking. If he had done it differently, like, Carmen, tell you I'm gonna move to Memphis with Nicole. He grown. I would have wished him well. Probably went to visit him. After all this stuff blew over, but it's a little different now. And I really don't know what else to say, because I want to stop all the madness. I mean, my anger, the shock, the disrespect. I don't want to have anything else to do with that when it comes to Rico, because he made a decision, and at the end of the day, I'm going to respect his decision.
Okay, you asked me for an example when I said it's hard to be over here because nobody's taking accountability for anything. Chef, when the last time you took Rico bowling?
Rico and I did a lot of stuff off camera. The things that he's doing now is out of character. It's not what I know. Rico could actually went on trips. He could have went bowling, could have went to the movies, and we've done things. We didn't do karaoke because I'm not finna sit up and sing with Rico. Just not. But we would sit on the rooftop, have a couple of drinks. We looked at a lot of games together. We did things together. Just not on video, except we would eat. He'd crack a joke or two, and that was live. But the way he's coming out now and the way that he is now, if he was in the shell and he's coming out, let it, he grown. That he can do what he want to do. I mean, okay, let me ask you a question. All the years that you saw me, Ashley, Karina, and Rico was around all those years, 20-something years.
Mm-hmm. And I've been
Karina and I went bowling. Ashley and I and Victoria went out to dinner. We done so many things. Rico's more of a loner than I. He was happy. He and I would take Victoria to Dave and Buster's. We would do different. We would take her to get ice cream so many times. We would take Victoria here or there. That was never on video because Rico wasn't like that. So if he's doing things differently now, he's coming out of the shell. I mean, there's nothing wrong with him. He ain't hurt nobody. That's, it's his life at this point. That he could choose someone different. He don't have to be under me under my wing.
I'm glad you said that, Chef, because people are comparing what he's doing now as if you neglected to do these things in some way. And as you have said, Alive and Prosperous, people grow. We're not the same people who we were 5 years ago, a year ago, some of us not even 6 months ago. Just because someone is doing something different and has a newfound freedom, that means that they have evolved and they have found new interests in their life. But that doesn't speak to to Carmen's character just because he's doing things that he loves to do. The same thing as what he did the other day while I'm eating good. And people took it as, not people took it as, people saying in the comments, yeah, finally you're eating good. And I'm like, wait a minute, he had steak and lobster and shrimp and all those other things. He has always been eating good. You know what I'm saying? So it's sort of like, the public, the internet has a way, or the people on the internet has a way of scandalizing something. It would have been okay for him to leave. I know that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he could have. But
But
Lena, also you got to look at the fact that I think Rico was over there with us for Christmas. I know Thanksgiving, one of them wasn't there, but 20 something years we were in Atlanta. Never went to BL's house. Y'all never seen. You know, it was so much. This just wasn't
I never
Rico.
saw
This is
Rico. I never saw Rico at BL's house. I never saw Rico go bowling. I never saw Rico go to movies.
and
I
you
never
never
saw
seen him
Rico
go on a
share with
cruise or
anyone.
anything
There's
because he
that.
didn't do that, right? So what they want to make it look like now that I was such a horrible person. That's what they want to make up. But if you look at all the years, even before he came to Houston, he never done any of those things. Rico looked the same. He was walking around the seasoning company happy and or with a certain look on his face, but that was Rico. And he would do his job. He always done his job. He come home, I cook, and he go up and he watch his game. He loved wrestling. Rico loved his space, his quiet time. And but if he's coming out of his shell and he say he's happy, then I gotta believe he's happy. You ain't gonna get up here and I'm not gonna get up here and say, well, he's just playing, he's just pretending. Um, well, my worry for him, um, and the way that I did, the reason why I done things the way I done them is because I always wanted him to be okay. Always wanted for him to feel safe. That's why, a lot of people was in an uproar when we came to Houston that Rico wasn't staying with us. I didn't want Rico staying with us. And he really didn't want staying with us. And once he got over there and he had all his space, he was good. So maybe he's even better now.
Well, like Lena was telling me, that's my perception. You know what I'm saying? The only we have to let Rico say how he felt and how he feels, and we have to respect that, just like we respect the same in you. So, um, yeah, that was my point. I made several. It is what it is. Like I said, I appreciate all that you have contributed. Social media is not what it used to
Well,
be.
thank you. It's not. Thank
Just
you.
have to go with what it is now. But just know those diehard supporters of yours don't have to agree with everything you do, and we're not partaking in the mess. Period. On either
Uh,
side or all sides.
right. And we're going to do, and I'll make a commitment to everyone because I love you guys. I've never met you guys. This is like even hearing your voice, I can hear the passion, and it's like longing for the good old days,
Mm-hmm.
longing for things to be okay again because they're not okay. For a lot of us, um, it's just not. So and I'm definitely gonna do better. I'm gonna present myself in a positive light. I'm trying to, um, a lot of days I find myself trying to even hold it together. I was so overwhelmed with, hurt, grief, and pain this weekend. I ain't even come on live myself. You know,
Yeah.
so I'm on for those days too. And I want to personally apologize to all my Facebook friends, fans, supporters, um, for some of my behavior. And just know that I'm human and I have feelings too. But when we turn up and get lit and go from the window to the wall and just showing y'all what life is, or, being an inspiration to so many people and families. It's so many people that used to follow me that have passed, and family members contact me and say, my mother loved you. My father loved you. You know what that mean to me? And to feel like that I'm truly loved. And then to look over here and see all the drama that's going on, I take responsibility for my part. And for that, to everybody that love and support me, I vow to get better. And I want to let all this go because you guys deserve better and I want better.
And before I hang up, I just want to speak some names out loud. Alonda C. Augie,
Oh man.
Jeannie Jackson,
Oh man.
Mo
Mo
Williams.
Williams. Right.
It's some of us that go way back,
Right. Right.
and some of us, a lot of. I know for me personally, if Tay for you, Tay for you, and if we're for you, we're for y'all. So
Right.
everybody's not on that. Everybody is not on that.
And
Right.
that's okay because everyone don't have to be on it. But I think the thing that's dividing a lot of people is judgment and conditions. You know, people have conditions when it comes to their support. People have judgment when it comes to who they feel is or is not right for anyone. And my thing has always been, you know, allow people to make the choices that they make. And one of the misconceptions of in this whole mess has always been no one around her is holding her accountable because she's not expressing what you guys want to see. You guys feel like, oh, no one's, you know, you guys agree with her. You're a yes team. No, we're not. Darnell has
Yeah.
said
Right.
this many a times. I have said this many a times. Whatever you don't see in her, whatever you see in her is her choice. The only thing that we can do is tell her how we feel, and we give each other that. Now, our relationship is definitely reciprocal. We hold each other accountable for many different areas of our lives, especially when it comes to this social media stuff. So if you guys think because she's not expressing the change that you want to see, that's you. That doesn't mean that she's not changing. That doesn't mean that she's in a bad place. And it's not as if she created all of this drama to begin with. It's not as if she put it on the internet and she had control over these bullies or had control over these people who disagreed with her relationship. And because she didn't comply with their demands, now all of a sudden she's in this smear campaign and she has control over it. She always has admitted to doing wrong whenever she's done wrong. She's always came on live and apologized, you know,
Yeah.
but
Because
she is
my
growing.
my ABC do cut up just like everybody else's. But you know, at the
Yes.
end of the day, we all want better. So if we all want better, we got to do better. And you know, just gotta block out all the noise. And you know, I'm gonna be taking care of stuff behind the scenes. But you know, sometimes you just have to turn the light off, close your eyes, and go to sleep and lay down because man, this journey called life, it'll take you places where you never could imagine that you'd be.